Hi, everyone. Today is Tuesday, and this is So and Talk Tuesday. There will be just a moment, and we'll wait for other people to come on, and I'll greet everyone. Okay, hi, everyone. This is Sherry. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm kind of questioning whether or not I have volume. If I do, just say yes. Lisa's here. Thank you, Lisa, for coming in. And Melanie, she was the first one in here waiting for me. I want to say welcome to my Sew and Talk Tuesday today, and we'll have a little bit of time just to chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We'll see. Quilty Bert, Alicia. Hi, Alicia. How are you doing? Well, you're working. I appreciate that you are giving me some of your time while you're working and you're listening. Hi, Jess. How are you doing? Jess, I saw your video on getting setting up the long arm. It was good. You did good. I liked it. It had character. It was not boring. So you did good. I liked the voiceover in that. So you did good. I just need to know, am I coming across? Is my voice coming across? I'm going to check here and see. Let's see. Going to audio and check. Testing? Yes, it is. So you can hear me, which I'm very happy about. So, okay. Today I got something different planned. I hope you all had a nice Memorial weekend, maybe with family, maybe by yourself, just chilling out, sewing, uh, having a picnic. We went camping this weekend. Right now, almost every weekend we'll be going camping and that, but it was nice because it wasn't hot. It was comfortable, but it was interesting. In the daytime, we had to run the air conditioner because it'd get too hot. And at night, if we didn't have the heat on, we'd freeze. So we learned to have a couple extra blankets just in case, so we didn't have to turn that on. You're welcome, Jess. No, you did a very nice job with that, and I think that's really good because a lot of people are interested in that. They want to see the process and how you do it and that. So that's good. Um, I went to Hobby Lobby this weekend. Stopped. Of course, they had their 40% off sale on fabric. So I had stopped. I'd been working on my hexes mostly because I'm doing a quilt. Doing a grandmother's uh, flower garden. And the way I was going to put it out, it looked like there would be one spot that's going to be open. And I wanted to get a background fabric for that, but to have it consistent all the way through. But then when I laid it out a different way, it wasn't. So I'm not sure. I tried to put it out on paper and it didn't work very nice. Hi, Pam. Welcome. Nice to see you here. So anyhow, I hope you guys had a nice long weekend, one that you enjoyed. I know Jess is off school now, and so she can do all her fun summer activities with her family and have some time to herself also. So, you want to see what I got at Hobby Lobby? I'm okay. What should I do? I'll show you the fabric first. This is the fabric. I'm going to bring it up a little closer. I got like 3 yards of that because I figured I could use this in my EPP also. And then I got the yellow and then this turquoise. So these all three go together. And I want to do this 3 yard quilt, and it is from so she can sew.com. I know it's not printed off very well, but it has spools and stars. So I want to do the spools in this fabric. This will be my stars, and this will be my background. So I figured, okay, I have a project I need to do, but you can go on there, sewcanshe.com, and they have like over 200 patterns. It's free if you have to sign up though. I think it's $40 for a year, but this is a little bit better picture of it. I thought it was kind of pretty. So oh, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. You're coming in from Illinois, huh? Thank you. Nice to see you. Yes, you have a membership. She does have so many patterns. Takes a little bit to figure out how to maneuver around her site to get to those extra free patterns. But once you know, um, you know. But yeah, that's where I got this. I thought that was a nice one. I wanted to do a quilt. Didn't want to have a lot of different yardages to do, and I thought this is good. So spools and stars is what I'm going to do. You know what? Just when I said that, I'm thinking it is lifetime. It's the $40 is for a lifetime membership. I believe you are right with that. When I was saying it, I kind of like it's in the back of my mind thinking, I don't think I paid $40 every year. I paid $40 once. So, well, hi Pam from Southern Indiana. Nice to see you. So we have Georgia, we have North Carolina, um, we have Illinois, Indiana. Where Melanie, I can't remember. Are you from New York? I can't remember where you where you're from. So, but we're representing the states, aren't we? So anyhow, I thought that this was pretty. I really like this. I was looking for small print, and I was looking more. I would have liked a softer yellow, but the yellow they had wasn't quite the yellow I was looking for. So I'll be working on this, doing this. I decided to pick me up some templates for hexagons. It's a different size that I can cut my fabric out if I want. And I wanted diamond shapes too. So, and then I can check the templates I have, the paper templates, and see if they are the same size as like the 1 inch because I'm going to do something with that size. I didn't need them. Just saying, I just wanted them. Alicia is from Alabama. Wow, Melanie, you're Mississippi. I didn't realize that. Cool, cool. I like that. Well, I'm originally an Iowa girl, but I haven't lived in Iowa I was raised in Iowa till I was 17, and I haven't lived there since. So moved to Ohio and lived there for 30 some years, and now I'm down here in North Carolina, and I love it. This is where my roots are growing here. I planted myself right here. So let's see. I did Hobby Lobby. I wanted to let you know that I know that a lot of you guys have finished Singing in the Rain, which is I have just loved seeing your quilts. They have been so cute, and I like the different ideas of how you've done it. Well, I had the pattern too at the same time you guys did, but I didn't start on it because I had so many other projects. So today, believe it or not, I started pressing my fabrics. I'm going to start working on it. Now it's time. You guys are done, and I'm going to start. But I got all your best ideas from you. Yeah, we do have the South pretty well represented, Melanie. So let's see. Yep, I did Singing in the Rain. I did some quilting. But I know that Mona, she's not on here right now, but she did have to be with her uncle. So there's a very good chance that she's taken a nap because last night she had to go be with them. But she was interested in the big stitch, learning how to do that. So I thought I had I have my quilt. It's out. And I thought, I'm going to pull it out and do that, and I can either show you guys a little bit of the beginnings of how to do the big stitch on a quilt. The big stitch, you use more of an embroidery needle. You want it sharp on the end, but you want the eye bigger because you're going to use bigger thread. You're going to either use pearl cotton, which is the weight could be 8, or you could use thread that is 14 weight, or you could use the embroidery floss. I would probably I would probably take it down to 3 strands of embroidery floss. But if you wanted to do the whole 6 strands, you could. It's just a little bit thicker than the pearl cotton. What's nice and fun about this big stitch is 2 things. It's one, hi Jessica, thanks for joining us. One thing nice about the big stitch is that it can be combined with other quilting. You can combine it with machine quilting and accent with a big stitch, or you can do the small hand stitches and accent with the big stitch, or you could just big stitch. And it's not where you have to have precision with your stitches. Your stitches could be anywhere from less than 1/4 of an inch to 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch long. It's like almost a utility type stitch. Hi, Lori. Nice to see you. We're talking about big stitching. So I'm going to put the phone where I can see it so I can talk to you. But this is my quilt that I'm working on right here. And I had done some big stitch. See these big old stitches? I'm going to switch the camera a second and let you see a little closer. Yeah, see, this is the stitches. And I can change colors if I want. I just been doing it just as I go along, just trying to decide how I wanted to do. I think I'm about 3/8 of an inch between them. Let's see, move this. This is another part of it. This is like the monkey wrench pattern. So I did this design on this. And now I'm working on this part. Now, I'm going to get my thread together here because I can show you if you're interested. Are you guys interested in this? Is it something that you want to see me do or learn how to do or something? Let me know. I was going to show you how to do your needle, how to thread your needle. I'm trying to get this needle unwrapped because I wrap it so I don't lose the needle. But I haven't picked this up for a while, so it's been wrapped for a while. Might just get a new needle. Let's see. There it goes. There I go. What projects are you guys going to be working on next? Catching up, trying to get things finished. Hi, Zaza. Thanks for joining. Hi. Yep. So, anyway, let me see. How can I show you this? I'm going to show you this from this camera. Okay. You can see the size needle I have, the size eye. Whoop. And I'm using pearl cotton. If I want to tie a knot in this, because pearl cotton is thicker, I'm only going to wrap it once because it'll make it the knot too big to be able to get through, the fabric. Okay, that's okay, Melanie. So what you do to make a knot is here's both ends. There's one end and here's your needle end, and just lay that on over and put it in your thumb. Wrap it around once and bring that down, and it gives you, it's hard to tell, gives you a little knot right there. You can see it. Okay, now I'm not going to leave this down here on this while I'm doing that. I'm going to do the other camera, but I do want to show you how you start. It's the same way you start with regular stitching. I don't put this in the hoop. For me, it's easier to have it on a table, but if you want to hoop your quilt, you can do that, but I have pin basted. So it's not really telling you how to quilt. I'm just kind of showing you the big stitch. So if I wanted to come in here, I can come right, I'm going to come right here and put my needle, put my hands underneath my left hand. Okay. Have you ever been all thumbs? Okay, I started out in this area, in the white area, away from where I wanted to come up. And I'll pull that, and there's my knot. And I'll give it a little tug, and it popped in. I could hear it pop. And then I can trim that part off. And I'll just show you a couple of it. I have a thimble. I like to use beeswax. I like to use the beeswax on my thread to condition my thread so it doesn't knot. Works really good. I have a little leather circle that helps to pull the needle. A lot of times when you're loading your needle, sometimes you have 3 stitches on, you need something to pull because it's a thicker needle, where your regular traditional, you don't have to. Melanie, it is a lot easier with that needle. Okay, is it what you can't do is, thread the needle, or what could you explain that a little bit better, Melanie, so I know how to oh, thank you, Zaza. You're sweet. Now I'm nervous. Well, anyhow, what I'm gonna do is I have a thimble on this hand, and this is the kind of thimble I like to use, but you can use any thimble you want. And I might, for this, switch it to this finger because I'll probably needle with this finger. This is embroidery floss. This is what you can use if you don't want to use the cotton. My mind just went blank. Here, you can use embroidery needles, but there's a pack of these that I had gotten that's the big stitch needle, but embroidery needles work fine too. Oh, tying the knot. That was I had to work on learning how to tie that knot, and I don't know why I couldn't get it, but I could not get it. And then it just ended up clicking, and that worked. So I'm gonna just show you a couple of stitches if you don't mind, and then we can talk and I'll quilt. Is that okay? So what I've done is before you can't see it, but I can see it. I've used the ceramic because I have a dark fabric. I use the ceramic pin marker, and it's almost like chalk. And I took my ruler and I made my lines, which I'm going the wrong side of my lines. But then this helps me keep my stitches straighter because I'm not very good at keeping them very straight otherwise. And if they're not straight, don't worry about them. If they're not exactly the same size, don't worry about it. This is called big stitch. It's to have fun in that. So I have one of the needles ready. I'm going to put my left hand underneath, and I kind of like to grab my thumb and my fingers underneath, so I'll be able to feel when this needle goes through. I like to lay this. Sometimes I'll lay it just like this against that stitch, only so I can get it at the, oops, see, I'm gonna give me trouble now. Have it at the right height, the same as what the others were. So then I'm just gonna go down and in, and I'm just trying to make sure that I have just about the same. And what I do here, this is different, trying to keep it to where you can see it. Whoop, a little bit too much. If you get too much, you back it off. Okay. But you can do a rocking motion with your finger. Now, if you want a different pattern, you want flowers and different things like that, this is what this looks like. If you want different flowers, you can get stencils, and they could be quilting stencils or stencils, and then you would draw your lines within that. You place your stencil down and then draw your lines. But anyway, I'm going to bring back up here. You'll be able to see what I'm doing, but unless you a close bird's eye view. It's kind of hard to. Maybe I should switch back to my other finger. Listen, yep. You think you need it one place and you change it, and then it's awkward. But I always start with my. I started out with that finger. Then I can see, put it in. I'm right, and I'm using this thumb to gauge the stitch. Hi, Deb. How you doing? Anybody have any questions? Or oh, I got off there. So see, I didn't pull my thread through yet, but I could tell I was off. This is awkward because I'm not holding it the way I would. Some people do the punch where they go in and grab it from the back and pull it up through. But once you get going, you get a rhythm and it works. But anyhow, this is what the big stitch is all about. It's the size needle you use, the size thread you use, and how big the stitches is that make it that. And you can make it decorative or not. So I got a little bit here. And I'll show you the back. See this, the letter, or a silicone thimble if you have that will help pull that through. But this is some of the back. The stitches are always smaller than on. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm showing you in the wrong camera. The stitches are smaller on the back than they are on the front. This I did a crosshatch design. So that was my center block. So I'll show you my center here. Well, I got it all twisted now, don't I? Okay, this is the center. What I did, I started out, I was going to hold it traditionally, and the stitches got lost in this one, this pattern. And this quilt is 36 by 36, this one block. So it's like it being that size, you tiny stitches for one block. I just couldn't go for it. So let me see. I like big stitch quilting, but it is hard going on my hands. Actually, well, it's probably because of the needle size, gripping that bigger needle. But I just will maneuver the quilt the way I want it and just watch my kind of. I'm slow at it because I haven't done this for a while. So a lot of people can be a lot faster than I am. It's not my first thing that I do. Okay, so that's okay. So see, this is, I don't know if you can see, but this is what I'm working on right here. Anybody else do the big stitch? I know Mama J. Andra, I got her hooked in it. She started doing it. and she does really good. She took the stencils and she did a feathered wreath and quilted around the circle of feathers, and then another circle of feathers, and another circle of feathers. Then up above there was hearts, and then she did the straight line stitching in different parts. It was beautiful. It was black background, I think, with the white stitches. So I'm not consistent with my fingers and their jobs, so I never know where to put the thimbles. And you get pricked. Well, you know what? If you're not sure, you could try it without a thimble. And then you could put, or these silicone cots. They come in a lot of different sizes, so you can switch them and see which one. Oh, I just lost my thimble in there. But I don't use the thimble on the bottom uh, because I want to feel that needle where it's coming out at. And I'm getting little calluses on my hands from doing EPP, but it's worth it. Hi, Joyce. I'm glad you joined us. Yeah, you do get, yeah, try either, you can get that next care also, or you can get the little dots that, the thimble dots, you can get those and put them on your finger where the needle would go. Oh yeah, I've been doing EPP and I will go and do a stitch and pull it through and here the thread has been poked into my skin. That's the life of a quilter, isn't it? So what do you, oh, Mona, is Mona come? Because she wanted to see this. I know Deb did. Deb, I mean, Mona, I am doing the big stitch. I'm showing you how to do the big stitch. If you're interested, I can show it again. I just thought I would just sit here and chat with you and talk. Now, some people want to do the hoop, and I have done the hoop, but on this, I felt like, okay, this is just kind of getting in the hoop was getting in my way. So I like this. I think if I was doing it traditionally, I would do, I know I'd do the hoop. But a lot of times you want the needle to be parallel with you, not parallel, but you want to be looking at it more straight on. And I loaded the needle and I'll pull it. Now, when you're doing your markings, only do a few at a time and do it out of the hoop. So if you're using a hoop, do it out of the hoop on a flat table. It's easier. Reason being is that you do the ceramic pins, they will not yeah, the ceramic markers by Fill Line. They're like chalk, they'll rub off. So you don't want to mark your whole quilt and then have to go back and mark your whole quilt again. So yep, Mona's here. Mona, you want me, I'm gonna bring it down, let you just see a little bit. This is the big stitch. I'm using an embroidery needle. It has a sharp point, but a big eye. I'm using pearl cotton. It's my thread of choice. You can use embroidery cloth, 14 weight thread. And so what I did is I don't have it in the hoop. I got my left hand under here, and I kind of lay my needle down where it's even with this last stitch. Then I can put my needle through, and then I can rock it if I need to. Now, I'm right there at that end. Let me see, I'm going to make that a little bit shorter. Sometimes you got to play with that a little bit where you're going to end it. And you just load it up. And the thing with the big stitches, it's big stitches. And it goes fast. And I marked my quilt by doing with a ruler. And I basically did 1/4 inch and kind of decided how I wanted it. But I'm just rocking this needle. See, it's easier for me to do it coming this way because it's coming towards me. Where it was, I had it at an angle before from the side. Now that's getting a little bit narrow, so I'm going to just gradually bring it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect isn't fun. Okay. I loaded my needle and pulled it up. Now, if I did about 3 stitches, but if that's too many, you can just do 1 at a time if you want, or 2 at a time. So I'm using 8 weight, number 8 pearl cotton. Yeah, I felt that I couldn't get with the hoop. I couldn't get my hand right where I needed it to be as much. It was awkward. It's like I'm wrestling with this hoop that's around me, you know. So I said, you have calluses on your fingers too from EPP. Once that one end of the needle punctures your finger, it will find the sore spot every single time. It does. It finds that same spot. I did put tape on my finger the other day, and that helped. But yeah, I did a bunch of uh, prepping of those yesterday. I did prep over the at the campground, but then I basted, cut and basted more yesterday, close to 100 of the off white, the cream, because I needed that. That's my background. So yeah, I'm using number 8. Can you see? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm chattering away, and you guys have to think. Look down there. I wanted to try to get both cameras going at the same time. And I almost had it, but not quite. So that's why I have to switch back and forth. But this is my pearl cotton. And I think Wonderfil made this. Let me see. No, this is DMC. And this is 8. Yeah. And I got this from Amazon. My beeswax I've had forever. But if you have chopstick, if it's a hard chopstick, you can use that for conditioner too. I got my little stamps. Um, I can show you how I did if I want to tie off. Wait, I'm going to pull this back off out. What? No, I'm trying to think. Okay, I'll just tie it off. If you want to tie your stitch off, now I'd have to switch it back. You just bring it through your 2 top layers. You don't bring it through the backing. Okay. You take this and you can bring it around back and you can make a little knot. Okay, like that. Then you can take and go. Let's see if I can get it. I might have made my knot too close to my fabric. And I'm just going through the first 2 layers, the batting at the top. And then I just see if I can get this so you can see it. I think I got it too close. It's supposed to pop through. No, I had my knee. I had my knot too close to the end of the fabric before I started to where if I had a lead, it would have been okay. It would have done it. So now I'll take this out then. Let's see. Salsa has a scrap of fabric quilt sandwich that I do few stitches at every time I start, as those stitches are always a mess. And that way you don't end up in my quilt. That's true. It's always good to have a practice sandwich, a practice piece of fabric to practice on. Well, I just dropped it. So that just before you get quilting your main piece, like, do I still have you guys down here? Yeah, I still have you down here. See how I just did that so I could practice some stitches. And then I pick this up anytime I want, and I can work on it. But I have this and I have another one, so it's just a little bitty thing. Hi, Joe. How you doing? Prep for Eternities here. Mona, did you need to know how to start your thread? How to tie a knot? I'm going to show you how to tie a knot again. Here we go. In the merry-go-round. My needle, my thread. I cross it over and hold it with this thumb. Wrap it around once and grab it, pinch it. And I'm pulling this down. And it makes a knot. Fuzzy knot. And then when you want to start, and I'll just show you this, and then I'm going to go back up to the front top. Let's say that I wanted to start here. I can bring it through my first two layers, the batting in the top, bring it through where I want it to do my first stitch. And pop, it pops through. Now I can trim that and that'll go away. And then I can start stitching. That's how you travel. You travel. If I was doing this down here and I wanted to travel here, I could travel along in any way. Now, don't travel in the seams because they're terrible to try to move the needle through. But anyhow, that's it. That's what I got. Anybody think they'd like to try it? Or have they tried it other than Zaza? I'm looking here and going back. Anyone else? Does anybody have quilt uh, other than what we know, or embroidery? Do any stitching whatsoever? Oh, no, no, you weren't here at this point, but you guys are done with your singing in the rain? I'm starting it. I got the best world. I got to see all you guys first. I haven't I haven't big stitched the binding, but I've seen it and I do like it. Now that would be nice with this quilt to do that. Have you? Have you done that? You like to slow stitch? Um, yeah, slow stitch is nice because you can. They're they're related. Other than the slow stitch, you can get fancy with some of your embroidery, lazy daisies or whatever in there with it. Oh, you're not done yet, Luna. Yeah, but you said that you were gonna finish up this week, you thought. So, but anyhow, I'm excited. I could hardly wait to do that, get started on that. I was so excited to get started on that. So I have my fabric pressed, and I am going to start cutting it out. I I have it ready for the suns, so I guess I'll do the suns. But boy, you look through there, and there's a lot of cutting instructions in that. Okay, you're learning how to hand embroidery wool applique. Ooh, I love wool. It's like butter. It's just unbelievable. Do a little blanket stitch on the wool applique. Oh, that's nice. I like that. If there's something that you could do, what is it that you would like to learn that you haven't learned yet? That either machine quilt your quilts, hand stitch your quilts, embroidery, or any other type of thing. It doesn't have to be that you haven't done, but it's on your bucket list of what you like to do. My bucket, my bucket, my bucket better not get too full. Oh, needle turn applique. I know, I love it. I have done it, and the part I like the most? It's not turning the fabric under because it's like when you're like, let's say you're doing a heart and you're going to go in the point of the heart, you got to do up. It's not turning it, it's stitching it. It's the applique, it's the stitching it down that I love. I think that's why I like with the EPP to applique that on um, a block or a background fabric. I like it. My husband went, my husband went to the dermatologist today, and he had to have another place removed that he had skin cancer, basal cell carcinoma. So he went today, and anyway, he told that that surgeon, he says, my wife can do really tiny stitches. He says, you can hardly see them. You can't hardly see them. And he says, that he could probably learn something from me. I guess I must have impressed my husband the other day when I showed him. I said, "Look at these stitches. Look at you got to do that. You got to let them know that that appreciate what you're doing by watching it." Yeah, I'd like to do more needle turn applique. I think it's beautiful. Um, Karen Buckley, she's really good, very good at her needle turn applique and her videos and that on that. Karen K. Buckley. That's where we get her scissors from that we like so much. Uh, Check her out. They'll do a lot from the beginning and that. Um, yeah, I've done. I don't have. Oh yeah, hold on. I'll show you what I did. This is this is from wool, but I haven't finished it. I need to make a pillow or something out of it. But this was the wool applique. Well, it wasn't needle turn, but I blanket stitched it. I think it'd be a cute pillow. Maybe I should make a wall hanging if I get finished faster. This fabric was here is wool, and it was from a dress that I got at Goodwill or something. And I thought, oh, that goes good with that. And I got enough to do the back, but not doing it. Not doing it. Not getting it done. So your coworker is a needle turn applique pattern, right? Oh, and teacher. It's amazing to see her pieces up close. Does she publish them? If she does, can you share her name? If it's okay with her, that has to be unbelievable seeing what they can do. Some of them, you know what? It's the tiny, tiny little cherry circles. Those are tough, but that's where you use the heat resistant template plastic, so you can spray search them and press them, get them to do what you want. Do you do a lot of it, or are you just with your needle turn, or are you just getting started? It's addictive too. I tell you, anything that is, we can really relax when we are in our element. That's one thing that's very nice is that sometimes we're not relaxed because we cut something wrong, but a lot of times it's just nice to, like I can sit and stitch and not have to think. And I'm talking again and have the camera to the wrong place. I apologize about that. Maybe I should just stay with one camera and not worry about switching back and forth. But what do you guys have planned this week? My plans is this is my goal. Okay. Working on Singing in the Rain. I have UFOs that I still need to work on. I'm not even saying finished. They're not even UFOs. It's work in progress uh, that I'd like to do. But I have the legit kit hummingbird, and I've done paper piecing before, and I love it. And I want to start it, but I feel kind of intimidated, and I think it's how they have the directions. And I might. I mean, it's like overload, so I might have to just go through it, and I'm not going to do no filing system or anything like that. I can't do that. I don't have room for it. Mona, you're doing yard work. Yep. This is that time of year. Did it get warmer up there? Because it got cooler this week. I know you guys got a lot of rain. My son, he lives in Southington and Ohio, and his basement was getting flooding, water coming in. So from all the rain. So Jody, you're doing yard work too. Now, do you take Jimmy? I never can say her name right. Jiminy. It's tongue twister. I can spell it. Do you take her outside in her little plaything and let her be outside with you? That would be nice. Oh, you had lots of, yeah, that's what they said. I think that we're having rain this week and the temperature got colder here too. So, but then on the weekend it's supposed to get nice again. So who knows? It never knows what to do. Hey, if you guys, oh, if you haven't checked out Jess's, So Blessed by Jess's video that she did on the long arm, setting it up, you need to go check out her channel and see that. It's really, really interesting. And you can share your channel. Let's see. You know what? It's this selfie. I think it's share. Just type share. That's wrong. I think it's just the word share uh, to do your links. I'll have to fix that. This must be an oldie. It must have pulled it from somewhere else. But you can share your channels. I think it's just share, and then you're in. It should come through. Yeah, Jess, no problem. I mean, I think it was good. And so many of them, Mona and Debbie and Mona and Deb. She's gonna shoot me, but she knows I have a sister named Debbie, so she'll forgive me. And Lisa, it it's like you're very interested in stuff like that and what people are doing and other things, and oh, okay, so it's Sherry, spelled like me, Leffler Designs. I'm gonna write that down. Is the one who does the embroidery, I mean the applique patterns. Let me see, where is it? I just lost the name. Left. Left. Okay. Applique. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay. Any big so anyhow, you guys didn't tell me if you had any big plans this week. I need to know. Hi, Terry. I hope everything's going good for you. I hope that your puppy's doing okay. I haven't been on Discord since this morning, so I haven't gotten any updates on that. But wanted to say hi, and we're thinking of you. Okay, George says thunderstorms coming through recently and more headed this way. It just doesn't stop. Yep. Yep. Good for you, Jess. That's what I've been working on UFOs and I want to keep on doing it and I want to keep on getting my quilts done. I have one on now that's mine, but I need to get it done and get it finished because I got a customer's quote to do, and another one's bringing one tomorrow. And another one asked me a question, so I know that within a week she'll be bringing one. So I have to put mine on when as soon as as soon as I'm done caught up with theirs, I have to get mine on, or else I don't get it done. Yeah, I know. I am gonna though. I am gonna. I'm singing in the rain's coming for me before the legit hit. Because I know that it's going to take a little bit of time requirement, and legit kit I could do that over the winter. I mean that's fine with me. I'd rather be doing catching up and doing little things. I have pillows on my sun porch, and I need to update them. I thought, you know what, I have to um, do covers for them, envelope pillow covers. I haven't done it, but I would like to have had good fabric um, to recover it. But cotton will work. Good cotton will work. Hi, Joydy. Thank you. Hey, Sebastian's here. Well, everyone, I hope I didn't bore you too much. I hope you didn't have to. I apologize for keeping you on the. Oh no. Oh no. I thought I was on the other one where you could see me. I need to go back to school. I need to learn. I need some YouTube school on how to do my cameras. I got three things right here, and my computer will show me which one I'm on. And I thought I was on myself. I apologize. That was rude. Very rude. Oh, good. He ate and drank today. I took him outside and walked in the grass. So for the best. Time will tell. How old is he now, Terry? We had a Yorkie for 17 years. She was the one, well, we had a Pomeranian that was with us for 19 years. That was long. She got pretty crotchety though by the time it was time for her to go. So anyhow, let me know. I'm curious either on, oh, remember you can drop your channels. Did you try the share? One person do the share and see if it coming up right. If not, I'm gonna I wanted to see to make him September. Okay. Yeah. Yep. It's working. Yep. So share is it is share. I'll change that in my banner so that I have it. Uh, I wanted to have something just real simple in that. So, well, I'll be saying a prayer for your puppy that it'll be comfortable and it can make it till through September and longer. And anyway, I always enjoy being with you, ladies and gentlemen, and spending time. Thanks for. I hope um, that I shared the big stitch with you, but I know Mona was kind of interested, but I can always show it in Discord. Um, also, either Mona's channel, Lisa's channel, my channel on Discord. It doesn't matter to me. I'll go on any of them. and and that. So you all uh, You're welcome. I know it's we've been there, all of us, I think, have been there, and, so we know what you're going through, and it's you worry when they're not feeling good too. That's the thing. Well, everyone, enjoy your day. Plant some flowers this week. Plant some sunshine. We need some sunshine. Okay. I'll see you around. Bye. Have a good day.